Hey guys, welcome back to another Gaming Memories video. Here we are taking a look at Razor Racing, or what was also known as Razor Freestyle Scooter in other regions. It was released on the PlayStation towards the end of 2000 and in 2001. So primarily this is kind of like a take on more like the extreme sports kind of genre, where you're actually using the likes of scooters basically to do like tricks and go around type of modified style racetracks. It's a quirky type of game, but it has more of a cartoony style element to it, because as you see with the graphics are very kind of more or less very similar to the likes of what you see of children's kind of based more games. The graphics are quirky, but it's actually it's slow, but it's simple enough to play. There's nothing really too overly barren about the game. The controls can be a little bit fiddly, because sometimes the inputs don't always work when you're trying to do specific moves. You have to time it right in order to get it to work. You have different challenges. You start off like trying to do like different type of like moves, and then it moves into like likes of races where you do have to try and beat your opponents. It does get more difficult as it goes on, because the speed of your scooter doesn't really increase throughout the early portions of the game, which means it's very hard to beat the likes of your opponents, because they're usually always way ahead of you before you can even know really what's going on. But I like the graphic style in the game. Again, like it's more of a kind of like a kids based type of game with kind of like more cartoony style graphics. It's quirky, it's definitely unique, it's different. It's very slow paced. That's the only thing I would say about it as well. It's not a fast paced game at all. It takes a bit of getting used to, but you can have a bit of fun with it as well. You'd have more fun actually just watching yourself actually mess up with the moves more than anything else. But it's different. It's quirky. It's more of a kind of like a budget based kind of game. Again, this was released around 2001, so there was a lot of these type of games starting to crop up on the market around then. Generally because they were trying like different ideas and different styles, different genres, and they're trying to put like different takes and so forth on it. But it is an interesting concept, and it does actually play really well. Don't get me wrong, it actually does. It actually does play relatively well. It just I would like it if it was probably a wee bit faster, but then that's just my opinion on it. But I do like the graphics. Funny enough, I don't know why, but I actually do like these style of graphics in games. I just like simplicity, I suppose. So that's kind of more my thing. And I do like quirky style levels where you have like different routes and so forth that you can actually take. So if you want to find like any hidden areas and so forth, it's definitely you can do that. Because be honest, I'm a big fan of exploration. I just love exploring different types of environments and all that type of stuff. So for me, something like this here, it kind of does remind me of playing these old school games. If anything, I remember when I used to play these type of games back in the day, I would get as much fun out of exploring and just trying to find quirky kind of areas or even glitches and stuff than I would actually genuinely trying to play the game outright. But I suppose that's, you get out of it what you're willing to put in, pretty much. Now, it doesn't appeal to everybody, granted, but if you do like extreme sports games and you're into something a wee bit more quirkier, you could definitely have a look at this. Now, you probably will get bored of it, because it can be very repetitive, because you have to play the same level quite a few times in order to unlock other areas and so forth, and you probably will get bored of it before you've actually decided to really give it a go. But if you do stick with it, it's actually a fun, neat little game that's actually very different, very quirky, and it does offer up something that just definitely just would be very different from most of the games that you would usually play. And if you do like simplistic games and just like the simplicity of it all with the graphics and that, this might be down your street. It's totally up to you how you see it though. That's the thing. But again, definitely feel free to check it out and see what you think for yourself. I had a bit of fun with it. I did get bored, I will admit, but I did actually, the time I was playing it, I actually did like exploring and stuff like that, so I did have a bit of fun with it. So it's definitely worth trying out. So what are your thoughts on this game? Did you try it? And if so, what are your experiences on it? Make sure to share it down in the comments below. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated whenever I release future content. And also feel free to share the video, as I will be exploring other games like this on the PlayStation and sharing my thoughts and experiences with everyone. So as always, make sure to keep playing those classic games and enjoying them, and keep those gaming memories alive.